Hi everyone, so this video is going to be about my Bulbophyllums. I haven't had too much success with them, and I think the reason is the temperature that I'm growing them in. I'm trying to resolve that this season, but I'll go over that when I go over each plant. This one is Bulbophyllum sulawesii, and this is the first one I ever purchased, and I've had pretty good success with it growing it indoors. Seems to tolerate intermediate to warm temperatures, so it grows really well in the house. And I really like the flowers on this one. And the flowers have no smell, so if you don't want a stinky bulbophyllum, this one's a good one to have. One thing I like about it is that it has a pretty compact growing habit. So the space between the rhizome is very short, so it's not very rambly. One issue I have is the leaves are a little bit large. I had a leaf that got burnt by the light bulb from this pseudobulb, but overall this is a pretty good plant. This is Bulbophyllum harbrotinum, and I haven't had very much success with it. What I've done this year is I've put it outside in my little greenhouse thingy, because I think it needs pretty hot temperatures, which I can't provide inside the house. The only problem is the hottest part of the greenhouse is the top part, but it's also the brightest, and I don't think it can take really bright light. I've lost a couple leaves because they got sun damaged. This one is the latest growth, and it's not very big, so not doing too well. I'm hoping it can make a recovery. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out about this plant is I question whether this falls under a different name. There's hardly any information about this specific species. I only found one page and it's in Japanese, and it didn't provide that much more information. So I'm not sure if this has a different name. I do like the flowers on it, that's why I bought it in the first place. So I'm hoping I can at least get another growth on it this year. This is Bulbophyllum saltatorium variation albociliatum. The only reason I bought this plant was because I needed to hit, I think it was a $50 limit for shipping. For those who don't know, Klaus Orchids makes you purchase a specific amount in dollars before they'll ship the plants to you, which I'm not really a fan of, to be completely honest, but there was other plants that I wanted, so I just added this on. I do think the flowers are cool, but this one for sure needs like hot temperatures, so this one is also living in the little greenhouse. There's not much I can say about it right now other than I hope to get blooms on it this year. These two are Bulbophyllum Princess Bejaratana. They used to be one plant, but I ended up dividing it into two. This is the one I'm going to keep, and that's the one I'm going to give away. I got these plants from a raffle at our Orchid Society meeting, and I really want to see the flowers on this, but I haven't had any luck. So these ones are also living outside in the little greenhouse. So in this division there is a new growth, and it seems to be doing pretty well. This stuff is sun damaged because with the other one I do have it on the top shelf. On this division there's two growths. There's one here and there's one here. I initially thought this was a flower spike because it was very thin. If you look at it from the side, it looks different from how they usually look, which is like this. But I noticed that it was starting to push out roots, so that's when I thought it's actually going to be a growth. So if you look at the growth habit on this one, it's a little more rambly compared to the Bulbophyllum sulawesii. There's more space between the pseudobulbs. I think it's still somewhat manageable. The leaves are definitely not as big, and as you look at the pseudobulbs, they are getting bigger, so I think this is a good sign. And this one is Bulbophyllum annandalei, and I got this at our Christmas party auction. So yeah, it has kind of that umbrella inflorescence, and they're kind of buttery yellow in color, so I like the flowers on this one. I haven't rebloomed it yet since I haven't had it for that long, but I think this might be easier than the other ones that I'm having trouble with. So this one I'm leaving inside the house. So this one is the latest growth. And the leaf is longer than the other previous leaves, but the pseudobulb isn't as fat. But hopefully the next one will be better. So these are my Bulbophyllums. I think out of 6 I can only bloom 1, which is not good. But hopefully that will change this year. Or if not this year, hopefully next spring. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!